Good day, boys and girls. This lecture is about Racing to the Ludington Home. It is in the reading book, page 125, 126. You will find another copy of this of these two pages with the answers on them. But in this lecture, we're gonna go over the close reading, which is the unseen passage being told from the messenger's point of view. I will not do the answers on this one, as you will find the answers in the different file. Let's read, explain this text, and then I'll leave you to continue the rest of your work by yourselves and check your answers with the other file that I'm supplying you as well. Racing to the Ludington Home. The genre is adventure. Chapter 1. I must there quickly, the messenger thought to himself. His horse raced as fast as lightning through the rainy night. The other fellows don't think I have courage, but I'll show them I'm not chicken-hearted. Just 18-year-old messenger Daniel Allen was racing to the home of Colonel Henry Ludington, who commanded the Logger militia. The militia was urgently needed in Danbury, Connecticut, where the British were attacking. Danbury's fall would surely initiate a slippery slope to a larger war. Keep in mind, slippery slope in this case isn't really literal. It means something else, but you will be asked about it later on. At the Ludington farm, Daniel pounded on the front door. As Colonel Ludington emerged, Daniel said breathlessly, "Forgive my intrusion at this late hour, sir, but you are ordered to rouse your militia and send them to Danbury. The militia stores there are being attacked." The stunned look on Colonel Ludington's face said it all. "You have done well, lad. Wait inside while I make my plans." Daniel suddenly realized the importance of his action. It's a very short story that's taking place through the messenger's point of view. Let's take a look at the questions. Fill in the answer of the correct answer choice. An example of a simile that appears in the story is, remember, similes contain like or as, keep that in mind, and I guess you can guess which answer is that. Number 2, the metaphor slippery slope refers to, keep that in mind, slippery slope, we're not talking about an actual slope, we're talking about things that are taking place. Number 3, the simile in paragraph 1 helps to express, keep that in mind. In paragraph 1 we have a simile. Simile is using like or as to comparing something to something else. Moving on. Number 4, the metaphor in paragraph 2 conveys a sense of, you have to refer back to paragraph 2, which is this one, and go back to it and find the metaphor and talk about it. Number 5, circle the word or term in paragraph 1 that is an example of a dialect. Dialect means words that are being said by regular people. They're not written in books, they're not written in literature, they're being said orally by people among each other. It's like having an accent. Keep that in mind. We have a hint in here where a person is being compared to something else, and the hint is this person is definitely brave and he is not a coward. This is the only hint that I'm giving you guys. Number 6, underline words in paragraph 3 that illustrate Daniel speaking in an appropriately formal register while addressing the colonel. Very easy. At some point Daniel was talking normally to himself, but when he was addressing the colonel he was talking in a formal way, in an appropriate way. Number 7, in paragraph 4, the narrator says that the look on the colonel's face said it all. What do you think the look said? Cite evidence from the text. Cite evidence is where you copy exact parts of sentences or quotations from the passage and put it there. Number 8, what is Daniel's point of view about the events? Cite details from the text. You have to go back to the passage again, read it, and see what is Daniel's point of view about the whole thing. Number 9, if the story were a drama or a poem, how would the structure differ? Remember, what we have is a drama. What we had in Sybil Ludington's ride was a drama, and you know how it was divided into different parts. On the other hand, all the worksheets that we took were poems. Clooney the Clown and the other worksheets that we took, remember how poems are divided. Keep that in mind. Number 10, the last question. How do the the two chapters fit together and provide an overall structure. When we are talking about different chapters, how do they work together? How do the events of one chapter lead to the events of the second chapter, and so on? Keep that in mind while you are solving this page, and then don't forget to check your answers.